Yeah, I got one of those end of day my funded futures, and I was right at the max. I had like what I just needed $30, so that's why I was just jumping in a long.
Hmm. Why didn't you hold it?
Oh, I already had like I had made 870 earlier, and I just needed $30 more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that big. I was in long before Tokyo did that big pop up, and then it flopped back down.
Mm.
Like I got most of my profit from that, and then I closed down and went to the gym, and I'm just now getting back home.
Mm.
Man, 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 man.
Oh, so you said that you hopped in around 9:16. Okay, so that's about like 8 for me. Well, the NQ is definitely looks like it's about to reject off of that 21 EMA and VWAP, but the 50 EMA can be very powerful. If it breaks the 21 but holds at the 50 EMA, I do get skeptical that it could pop right back up. But the ES is price is well above all the EMAs, the 21, the 50, the 200, and it's above VWAP. So the Nasdaq is looking more bearish in the ES. Hey Smith, do you don't trade minis, right?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Oh, there are plans. There are
Smith is a
plans.
legend. He's a legendary minis trader. I saw him one time. He went to sleep on one of his streams. He had like two minis on, and then when I woke up, it was like up 10K. I was like, Jesus Christ!
Really?
Please, can you give it to me?
Nice.
Nice.
Go to sleep and wake up to 10K.
How do
Nice.
Congrats.
you do it?
Go to bed.
Why?
Gotta take a screenshot. I'm not taking profits. I gotta take the screenshot.
Yeah, he said that he left the stream running. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave this on, and I got my stop. I'm going to bed. So the stream was on all night. So he had video proof.
Hmm. Well, you know, that'd be nice. During that those metal run ups, someone in the chat dropped they woke up to 20K in their funded account. They didn't expect it to hit. They just put it on, and they said they went to sleep not expecting anything, and they woke up and the 20K in their funded account. I'm like, dang, that must be a nice feeling. That must be a nice feeling.
Hey Sherm, you remember you posted that one picture where somebody was in 15 minis in silver when it did that $10 drop?
Hmm.
We were like, man, that's when we both started rubbing our hands together like Birdman. It's like, yeah, we need to get in on the silver.
Hmm. I think that dude made like that dude was like up like a 100K. He's probably one of the reasons why Top Step was like, nah, we about to limit silver. Dude was up 100K. Had
That
100K days.
that was on a combine too. So I'm like, that's not even a funded account. Why did you do that?
Nah, that was probably one of them. But there's people in their funded accounts like up 100. Like, dude, he showed his P&L calendar. It's like, dude, 100K every fucking day, dude. Or not 100K, but like 10K, 20K, 30K days and shit. I was like, dude, how? How?
That was one of the main reasons why Top Step started adding DLL to
Yeah.
the XFAs.
Mm-hmm. They didn't know it. Well, yeah, they took them away. Yeah, I forgot. They took them away. And then they put them back on. I learned that the hard way. I bought a Top Step combine. I was like, huh, my daily loss limit didn't hit. And then then I blew the account. I'm like, how? And I realized that once they put in those risk settings, they took away the DLL. And learned that the hard way.
Sherm was trading raw with no protection.
Mm. I mean, you could do that. Okay. All right. Man, I hate if I cut this and you know what? No. Well, man. Okay, if I can get break even, I'll close it at break even. I'll close it at break even.
What I'm seeing on the chart is that the ES and NQ both swept the value area low, which is usually an indication of a buy zone. So I'm looking for NQ to pump to 3,200, like 30,200 again, because that's where the point of control is.
You know, I had to probably do some deep diving on order flow because I'm at a surface level when it comes to order flow. Honestly, when I look at volume profile, all I see is shapes on my chart. I really don't understand what the hell it's talking about. It's not like price really reacts at those levels the way I'm looking for. If it's not trading into an area and I'm not seeing immediate reaction, to me, it's just noise, and I don't like looking at stuff like that. I don't want to know the context. I don't want to know why. I don't want to know that this is the area where majority of transactions happen, because for the most part, the market likes to run those areas, yeah, but it's not like it's going to stop there and react there. And I'm not one of those traders that's like, okay, so it ran this area. What is it going to do next? If it runs into an area, if it's an indicator on my chart, it needs to be doing something. I guess simply said, price needs to be reacting at the indicator or it's not going to be on my chart. I do have TPO and volume profile on my chart, and I'm just looking at it. I still don't know what the hell it's even doing, honestly. Like, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. I don't know what the hell this thing is doing.
I don't know anything about TPO, but I could try and explain volume profile from what I've learned.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. So this is the volume profile, and that's the TPO chart. And SLJ, yeah, I see that. I see that now. I see that now. I was in when it did this, but obviously now it's looking like it's about to go against me. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. I was in short, in profit. Then out of nowhere, the bulls came in, and now I'm in negative. Exactly what happened yesterday.
Hey Sherm, if you look on the volume profile on your snipping tool, you got in right at the point of control. Like your short that you have right now is at the point of control. That's why, like once it went down below the value area low, that's usually what they call the discount area. And when it goes to the discount area, that's when I start to build up a long position. That's why I start with micros. And what I'm looking for is to see what happens when it reaches the point of control, because it could turn around at that point, or it could go higher to the value area high area.
Yeah.
And right now it's approaching the value area high. When it gets above the value area high, I look for a reaction, whether it's going to pull back or if it's going to keep going. If it's going to pull back, then I take a short to the point of control.
Mm. So you're just playing the value area high, the range between the value area high and low, and you watch point of control basically.
Yeah, like this morning when NQ opened, it opened and went above the value area high, and then it lost momentum and pulled down to the point of control. I shorted to the point of control, got out right before it. Then that's when Nasdaq shot up and went up like 200 points.
Mm. So Ruckit says time price TPO charts is showing me how much time was spent at each level. Mm. How do I use that information? Like I said, I'm gonna do my homework this weekend. I have a lot of homework to do this weekend, apparently. Muhammad says learn options. Okay. We got this footprint chart. I'm learning it day by day. But honestly, I find myself just looking at the volume profile in the
Order
candles. Like
filled.
I find myself just looking at this. You see these little volume profiles in the candle, and then those yellow boxes is point of control. I find myself looking at this more than the actual information inside of the candle itself. I find that I guess if you're really scalping, you can kind of get in at these point of control candles and you can get a little scalp, but that's not how I trade. So, I mean, I'm not even paying attention to that. But I also like this little indicator where it shows that you got these big transactions at this level in the candle. And it seems like you kind of have to be, you have to like play mental gymnastics. Like if they're selling right here and the market pushes higher, then it's like, oh, well, the sellers failed. And so you can trust longs. And it just seems like it's just so much mental gymnastics, honestly. With volume profile and order flow trading and all this other stuff. It's just mental gymnastics. He said options is really hard. I'll have an understanding of it by the end of this weekend for sure.
Oh, I was on mute. I was about to say, it's a lot to keep track of in real time.
Yeah. You talk about options?
Just all
Or
the
you talk about the footprint charts?
all the information. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, options can be tricky because the volume goes in and out because it's people buying and people selling, and it's kind of hard to tell which side is showing the data because the data is not updated in real time.
Are you talking about like I don't know what you're talking about. You talk about in options? You talk about a specific platform?
Well, like the data feeds at the options, like on black box stocks, it tells you how like the options flow, but it
Uh-huh.
can't give you a specific amount like that's going in and out because
Okay, yeah.
it's kind of hard to read unless you have something that is like very specific.
Mm-hmm. I should just start. Well, GK trades. I mean, I did make a lot of money with spreads, but I stopped doing it because I got addicted to zero DTEs, and I just can't go back to spreads anymore because it's like, oh my god, it's so boring. But if I'm gonna learn options, that means I'm gonna trade it. So I guess I can trade options on the side, kind of like on the night, like during the evening stream, we can kind of look at SPY, kind of talk about areas where I can probably buy spreads. It's not gonna be financial advice though, but probably look at SPY, see where I can look. Or actually, I buy XBX spreads because SPY sucks. I mean, honestly, the premium on SPY just sucks. So I made a lot of money with XBX, Tesla back in the day, but I think I'm just gonna focus on XBX spreads. Yeah.
I used to trade with a group that used to trade SPX at the end of the day.
Mhm.
Like, you know, those MOC moves.
Yeah.
They would,
Market on close orders.
yeah, they would either buy or like they would either get calls or puts
Hmm.
based on the momentum of the day. And they used to just, they would gamble at the end of the day. All right, it's time for the SPX gamble. Basically, they would buy, like they would try and wait till the last 5 minutes and get it as cheap as possible. If they thought it was going to pump at the end of the day, they would buy the contracts, and then because it cash settles whatever it was, either it was a big explosion or it went to zero.
Hmm.
That's why they gambled them at the end of the day.
That's
Yeah, I
crazy.
had a XBX. I bought $45 XBX way out of the money for $45 and ran all the way to 300, but I was trying to recreate that guy that bought $45 XBX calls or puts, and then Powell said that he's not raising or he's not gonna lower rates anymore, and then they dropped to what? It was like $1,000 point drop on XBA or on ES and Nasdaq, and his $45 puts went to 12K. So I was like, yeah, I can recreate that. It only went up $300 and then it expired worthless.
Dang.
Expired freaking worthless, dude. I was like, dang. I wanted 12K. I didn't want it $300. But yeah, like why? Like honestly, why not? I mean, it's going to be, well, since we're going to be moving away from prop firms and we're going to start trading personal accounts since nanos are going to be a thing, why not trade like a market maker? Why not buy options and hedge in futures? I'm not going to do that though, but I can pretend that's what I'm doing. I can pretend.
You're already playing pretend with the prop firm, so why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
One day I was in an SPX call.
Hmm.
I set my limit to, because I had spent like $45 on it. I set my limit to take me out if it pumped to like 300.
Hmm.
My dumbass, I got pulled out at 300. It pumped to like what, $1,200. So I was kicking myself. I was like, man, why didn't I just let it run and let it cash settle? Because it was like at the end of the day, it was like what, quarterly rebalancing. It
Hmm.
was like the end of the month and end of the quarter, and it just ran. It just ran, and I was like, man, it pulled me out. I was like, man, it's too late to get back in because it's 359.
Mm.
I was like, damn it, I could have made $1,200. I only made 300.
And that's what makes it hurt the most. That's why it hurts the most. The money that you could have made.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I made 300. Well, I made what, $260 off of something in like minutes. So I mean, I wasn't, when I stopped and thought about it, I was like, all right, that's still a good return. I could have made more, but I could have lost everything too. So
No, no, no. You had the right to be mad. Yeah, you had the right to be mad. You could have made $1,200. You could have made 1,200. Yeah, I did that with the Tesla play, man. I think I shared that with you guys. Took a damn. I could have made 1100. I think I took profits at 300 or something because I only paid what 17 or 10 cents because everybody was talking shit about Tesla. So I was like, is everybody was like, yeah, short this scab. We're gonna short Tesla, blah blah blah, and Wall Street bets. And so I was thinking to myself, oh ES, I know you didn't. I closed that ES play, and I know it's not dropping. Oh my god. Hmm. Anyway, whatever. So it's because everybody was so bearish on it. You know, I was like, fine, I'll go. I'll buy the calls. And sure enough, on earnings the next day, that shit ran. And if I held my contracts, I would have made 1100, but I took profits at 3. Just kind of pissed. And I kind of hated that situation because you know, like when you don't take the profits, the contracts expire worthless. But then when you don't hold it and take profit and be responsible, that's when it wants to freaking run. Hey, what's up, Santiago? So you got in short at the 50? We're on the Nasdaq or on ES? Yeah, the Nasdaq looks more bearish than the ES, honestly. The ES looks like it's ready to go. So I guess instead of going short on ES, I'll hope for a long, I guess. Let me see if I can get into a long. But I don't mind buying spreads or probably zero DTEs. Shit, if we can get zero DTEs again. Yeah, these the XBX, yeah, it's delayed. Yeah, it's delayed. I don't use TradingView for to trade stocks or anything.
Yeah, I've been paying for the data for years. Like I barely use it, but I just write it off on my taxes.
Yeah. Well, that's a nice spread right there. I would probably hold that. Probably have SPY run to the end. Well, I mean, since like I said, since I'm gonna be learning like deep diving with options, and it's not like we couldn't make a lot of money with options because at this point, if I can trade futures, you can trade options. I mean, or you can trade options if you can trade futures. Because the price action is not really that deceptive on stocks. I mean, I look at this chart and at what point I don't see any deception. This looks like basic ass price action on the 5-minute. And honestly, I would just probably sell premium on this. I'd probably just sell premium. I just stack up money this way and just keep doing it again and again and again. Yeah, I'll probably okay. All right, I'll put some money in like in my margin account with tasty trades, and we can run up a SPY account or an option account. I will only trade XBX spreads. I'm not going to trade any directional because the market doesn't necessarily move like that. To trade directional. I mean, you got a good move today, but for the most part, the market just basically chops. Man, sometimes things just for no reason too. You see how the market just respects the 21 EMA? Just respects it. Yeah, the market just respects this thing. I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be the price action that would trip me up while trading options. It would just be my stubbornness. And if I made money not knowing what the hell I was doing, I can make money knowing what the hell I can make money knowing what the hell I'm doing. Dang, so it seems like the strategy was just buy just buy put spreads and 830. Do I gotta get black box stock again?
This be like the 5th time signing up for it.
Yeah, no, like maybe like the 20th time signing up for that damn platform.
They waiting on you, sure. Like, we knew you'd be back.
Yeah. Yep. But I may not like I said, I gotta do my homework on this stuff because black box stock was cool, but I don't like how it functions. You was about to say something? Oh, you think black box stocks is expensive? It's like $75. Well, I guess with the new pricing, yeah. I mean, it's $150 if you want the. Hold on. If you want the stocks and options, I think it's like $150, but all I want is the option, so yeah, I mean, shit, I don't know. Black box stocks is pretty cheap to me. It's like $75 a month. Or it's like $59, I think.
Yeah, if you get one prop firm payout, then that you recoup your cost, and then you can also write it off against your 1099 for the prop firm.
Yeah. I'm about to be running off a whole bunch of shit this year.
Of course, I do it every year. Look, for the past 2 years, like black box stocks, trading view data, pretty much anything that's related to the market, I'd write it off against my prop firm 1099s.
Okay. I mean, this is some bull. Okay. All right. We're not gonna believe this. All right. We're not gonna believe this. If ES drops, ES, I promise you, if you drop after I flip long, I'm hiring my hitman for you. I'm gonna hire him. See, my only thing about black box stocks is just that is that right there, no data found. That's what it kept doing. So at least they're telling you the truth, I guess. Oh, that's what Kang is. I thought Kang was a African American guy.
Well, all right, y'all. I'm gonna get on off. I'm gonna look for levels lower to potentially go long at, and then we'll see what happens.
All right, bro. Have a good night, man.
All right.
Peace.
Peace. Later.